you know, you're so cute, you're so cute, and he needs us to be ourselves, because if we're not ourselves, then we're not going to be doing the things that he needed us to do, and he created us in that way for that reason. So, totally be yourself. This is a be yourself channel, and you're welcome to be yourself. I'm the cupboard lever open girl. You're my best friend. You're my best friend. I love you so much. Will you marry me? Will you marry me? You will? You will marry me? Oh, that's my best friend. I love you so much. What's out there? What? Did you hear that? Hello? Hazel? She's taking a bath. Get in the bath. Right now, baby. Get in the bath. Anyways, so totally just be yourself. I think that I also felt an energy here of somebody that could have lied a little bit when it comes to being single, and you could have caught feelings for somebody along the way too, and now you're not sure what to do. Well, there's only one thing you can really do. You can obviously end it with the one person that you're feeling like you're certain about ending it with, and you need to apologize and not do it in a hasty way. And then you need to tell the other person who you fell in love with what was really going on and how you were in a second relationship with this other person. And then if they decide to stay with you, then that could be something that you could try to build a foundation off of. But if you don't be honest, you're literally already in trouble for what you've done. You can't just do what you want. None of us can. So you're in trouble also for not being authentic. So you need to talk to the universe. You need to talk to your higher power, and you need to actually pray for that courage to be yourself. The courage to literally be yourself. That's it. You don't have to say more than less. You can say anything in the world that you want. You know, some of you guys are in these situations to explain things that you're not ready to explain, and why would that be? Because you're scared to get in trouble because it would hurt their feelings. Well, at least you are scared. At least you're not just like getting to the point where some of you guys can mentally, you know, get yourself. If you don't start doing the right thing when it comes to what you're saying and feeling and thinking, you're already just lying. It's coming up as a lie. It's a form of a lie. When you say I'm okay even when you're not okay, that's lying. So you don't speak your true mind when it comes to what you really feel and what you really want. You're seeming to be somebody who has a few different habits that don't go with each other, and you also haven't ridded yourself of them. And you find yourself sneaking around and doing multiple things, and then it's kind of like actually like all falling apart but together, as in like things can really fall together for you right now. Maybe right when this person finds out what's going on, like things could really fall together for you, and you'd be devastated if that was when they also fell apart, you know? I don't want that for you. Some of you guys have a great life that you're building, but you're also mixing now your old life into it. And to be honest, if you were to lose this person that you think sometimes bothers you, you'd be devastated. Some of you guys just are getting in the swing of learning how to be you as a healthy new version of yourself. And you really do have to know that I do think that this person that you are thinking doesn't know, I do think they do know. And I think that they're taking steps or measures to make sure that they lock it in, so that if anything need be comes about it, they will be the winner of this situation. And they're also just gonna, it's like also an interesting vibe, because I feel like the time that they're buying is almost like they're gonna lock in however to win this whole thing. Like, so if you guys like have assets together, basically this person has the type of patience that is like the type of person who could monitor your like, they know what's up and they don't say anything. So they still have this energy of somebody who's very smart and controlling, patient. Like they would have the evidence needed to actually win all the assets, or say that you're the reason for the divorce, or have custody of the kid type thing. And so you at least want to start paying attention to the person that you think doesn't know what's going on, sneaking around type shit. Because if anything, you need to at least have the same shit ready to go. Because if, no matter what, I feel like this person's going to turn around and hold it against you here at a certain point. Who wouldn't? So they could have like a camera that you don't know about in the house. They could be tracking your phone. There could be a tracker on your vehicle. They could, I just feel like there's a big sense of a camera that you don't know about. And I also seen some people with trackers recently. And there's a lot of ignorance when it comes to the people that are being tracked. They really don't take the time to actually look up the device that they're looking at. It could be in the form of a fucking mascara, but if you look at the number and shit and you research it, or if you even just know how to look at serial code numbers and stuff, you will see that on a motherboard, for example, it's like printed on in a form of ink, not a sticker. And like some people are just so quick to look over and actually assume that nothing's going on. They know what's up. They know what's up. And it's not just you now that's been involved now. Some people have been bringing people in and out of the house when this other person isn't there. They could be talking about matters that this other person keeps hearing more about. Like, they actually follow your friends and whoever you're watching or comments on your thing or likes your post. Like, they go and check that person out. So, this person's very aware of what's going on. You're being asked to be truly yourself, authentic. And I would just say, be careful. Honestly, because somebody out here seems like they don't really care for you much and what you've been doing. They're becoming more and more upset about the fact that you're not putting them first, and that when they talk to you, everything seems like it was all just kind of a conversation that was like leading to the next step in their move. And so far, the whole time, you've kind of failed. Rather than, they may stay calm, and they may just accept the answers that you give them. But it seems like it's all a checkoff list to get where they're going. And by the time they're done, you're going to be really upset. And when it happens, you got to think back to the first time that they started to ask you these things. And it's telling me that you can't really be that mad, but they're going to be really mad. I'm a little worried, though. You know, I wouldn't be bringing too much more into this relationship. No more friends, no more people. And I would tell you that your car seems like it's definitely absolutely has a tracker on it. You might download some kind of app so that you can find air tags or even trackers. But no doubt, this person knows everything that you're doing. Something about some money. You may have even taken some money out of somebody's thing, or maybe they gave you some money to do something and like you didn't actually do all of the things that you said that you did with it. It just seems, just think a little bit about the different events that have occurred, and if there's any chance that they could all fall into a certain, you know, pattern that would create a certain thing. And what errands have they had you run? What amount of monies have they given you? Have you not bringing them back the full change? Have you by chance snuck in and taken any money out of their bag? Have you lied? Have you snuck around? Have you had anybody at your house? And is there a possibility that you could be being tracked? Have they ever mentioned anything to you about where you're at or where you're going, or questioned you in a calm way, but then you thought you were slick and got out of it? Because, like I said, everything's a checklist to go one way or the other with this person. But I do want to ultimately say you've been walking on eggshells with this person the whole time. And it's hard for you to be this person that they want you to be, and so consider that too. Where's your voice in this matter? Are you know, why can't you be your true self? And if it's not the best thing for you, then you have to ask yourself, are you willing to lose what you have here to keep doing it?